Not YouTube, not social media, no drop shipping, no day trading, no stocks, no cryptocurrency. Welcome to Power King. My name is Daniel, a software engineer at Microsoft, ex-software engineer at Amazon and eBay, and also a software engineering mentor at 2 educational startups. Today, I'm going to share how I made more than $5,000 from my online side hustles alone. It's $5,000 purely from my online side hustles and not my full-time job, meaning it's an extra income generated after work, part-time, and fully remote from home. All I need, my laptop and internet. Let me also emphasize that these side hustles are very easy to do with zero upfront cost and zero risk. And no, it's not YouTube, not social media, no drop shipping, no day trading, no stocks, no cryptocurrency whatsoever. It is an actual job as a 1099 contractor. So how am I generating this extra income? Well, apart from my full-time job as a software engineer at Microsoft, I'm actively working as a software engineering mentor at 2 educational startups. Although there are several duties that I need to perform as a mentor, they can generally be broken down into 2 categories: career mentoring, mock interviews. I also do private tutoring on computer science, which fully transitioned online after the pandemic. It's these 3 income sources, mentoring at 2 startups, plus online tutoring that generate the additional income. After going over those one by one, I'll reveal exactly how much I earned from each job and my hourly rate. In fact, I'll just show you my payroll history. I'll briefly talk about the pros and cons of these side hustles and close off by sharing how I found these generous online part-time jobs. So enough talking, let's dive into them. The first type of online side hustle is career mentoring. So I serve as a career mentor mostly to prospective software engineers and sometimes to professionals. The mentorship duties include but are not limited to giving career advices, editing resumes, reviewing assignment submissions, and providing general industry consultations. Acting as their North Star by setting the compass in the right direction in their career journey. This is how it works. For example, I set up some availabilities on my calendar every Wednesday and Thursday from 7 to 10 p.m. Mentees book a call session on those availabilities for whatever software engineering related questions they have, whether they be career advices, resume reviews, or even answering questions on things such as what is it like to work in Microsoft. All I have to do is check my calendar daily, join the online call session on time, and give them the right professional advice or answer any questions they have. Quite easy, right? The calls are either 30 to 45 minutes long, and I get paid the full length of the sessions even if the mentees end the calls early. The second type of online side hustle is conducting mock interviews. Now, you might be wondering what this mock interview is really about and why there's even a need for a paid mock or a practice interview in the job market. So software engineers are typically assessed in their problem-solving skills by the procedure called technical coding interview. It's the most common pattern of an interview given to a software engineer candidate in any company and is critical in getting a position at the tech giants like Amazon, Apple, Facebook, Google, and Microsoft. The thing. In short, to be honest, it's pretty much everything and possibly the only thing a candidate needs to do well in order to walk out with an offer. And because software engineers are paid so well with numerous companies offering 6-figure salaries even to entry-level engineers, and because the demand for skilled engineers were only accelerated by the online boom due to the pandemic, more and more job seekers started pouring in, searching for ways to increase their chance of landing the jobs in one of the prestigious high-paying companies. As we all know, where there is demand, there's supply. And one of the resulting fruits of that niche market happens to be a mock interview. This is where mock interview packages come into play, meeting the demand by offering services that not only are designed to closely mimic the real interviews, but also provide training, practical advices, and constructive feedback. One of the startups that I work at as a mentor provides this service as a part of their program to help people land their dream jobs. The company finds consumers, the job seekers request a mock or a practice technical interview, mentors supply, along with effective strategies and useful feedback reports. Now, my third and last online side hustle is online tutoring. Tutoring is something that I've actually done from time to time, even going back several years past. I currently do one on computer science for a group of minimum 3 people, but I have to admit that I've never done an online one before, nor have I ever thought of doing such a thing in the future. Due to the pandemic, what was originally an offline class at my home has now turned into an online live video session that my students can simply remote into. I'll be honest, my students and I were all initially very skeptical about the effectiveness of learning over a laptop screen. But as we all have adapted and realized, not only is it very convenient, but also pretty doable while maintaining the quality. My students now actually prefer to do it remotely and learn from the comfy of their couch. In fact, I would also argue that their learning experience has actually improved by going online, since one, they can save time driving back and forth. Two, I can now provide video recordings of my lessons using Teams, allowing them to replay any previously taught materials. So these are the three types of online side hustles I've been doing to generate extra income. What is my pay? So I get paid around $50 to $70 per hour depending on the call session type. For private lessons, I charge $15 per person per 90-minute class for a group of at least 3. I do my bookkeeping on Notion, and here's my pay breakdown for July. $3,972.80 from one company, that's nearly $4,000. $840 from the other company. $550 from private lessons. One person simply paid a little late in August 1st. The total comes down to $5,362.80 from online side hustles in the month of July alone. How did I do in the other months? I made $2,500 in April, $2,950 in May, that's almost $3K, $4,100 in June, and finally over $5,000 in July. As you can see, the number keeps going up, because the more I do, the better I get. Doing well leads to good reviews, and good reviews ultimately lead to more people wanting to book sessions with me. In fact, this is what my calendar looked like in July. Crazy, huh? So on my busiest day, I would be working 8 hours for my full-time job, 5 hours part-time, and additional 2 to 3 hours working on my YouTube channel. That's 15 hours straight. Phew! To be honest though, I probably won't be able to repeat that $5,000 per month streak in the coming month because I do kind of feel, burned out now. But I have to admit, it's rewarding. Let me quickly and briefly talk about the 8 pros and 2 cons of doing these online mentorship side hustles. I could think of 8 pros, and they are: 1, there's literally 0 upfront cost. Like I mentioned earlier, all you need are a laptop and good, reliable internet, which most of you probably have already. 2, easy. They require very little preparation, if not none. You just need to be there and simply answer questions. 3, fully remote, 100% online. You can do these with your pajamas on, or with no pants on. Thus, 4, safety, 0 exposure to pandemic. 5, work flexibility. I can set my own schedule. 6, personal growth. After all, it's a new kind of job. You learn new things by doing so. 7, pay is good, or at least I think it's decent. 8, rewarding experience because they all relate to helping others. So these are the 8 pros. What about the cons? Here are the 2 cons that I can think of. 1, you have to trade your time for money. I have to be present in the calls and drive the sessions live. 2, it drains up a lot of energy. Giving advices and suggestions, helping others set the right directions are all rewarding and great, but at the expense of my energy. I'll be quite exhausted at the end of the 5-hour straight call sessions. Lastly, how did I find these mentorship side hustles? Well, let me first explain the motivation behind them. I looked for part-time opportunities simply because I was bored. The economy was shut down due to pandemic. It's no longer safe to go outside. Even if you do, there's nothing much to do anyways. So I was thinking to myself, hey, why not do something constructive and meaningful in your spare time, and as well make some money if I can. I began looking for part-time jobs a software engineer can contribute to, and found these mentorship opportunities from the 2 startups I mentioned earlier. I submitted my resume, had my interviews, and boom, within a few weeks, I became a career industry mentor. Alright, so we've explored the side hustles that brought me more than $5,000 in the month of July. What do you guys think? Do they interest you? Were you guys even aware that such roles even exist? Let me know what you think in the comments below. And hey, before you go, if these do interest you, try searching for part-time mentorship opportunities for your job role too, because there are numerous mentorship opportunities for other job functions. There's design, data scientist, cybersecurity, product design, product strategy, marketing, sales, and a bunch of of others. I know, the list I'm showing you is heavily tech-focused, but who knows? There might be other opportunities lurking around somewhere that I'm not simply aware of. Give it a shot and don't forget to subscribe. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.